Hi everybody, Lammy here, and we're doing a very special video today. Today's video is going to be Lammy in the Kitchen Birthday Edition. Today is Mom's birthday, so Marissa's birthday is today, and I've decided that I wanted to show her how to make sheep cupcakes. So instead of having a regular birthday cake, we're gonna have sheep cupcakes, guys, and they're so adorable. They actually look like this. See this picture right here? See it? Adorable, right? So we're going to be making those today, and I'm going to show you how, and I'm going to show her how too. I'm going to have her do the work on her own birthday. Isn't that awful? I don't have thumbs. What do you want me to do? All right, guys, first things first, I got to go get Mom. I'll be right back. Mom, I need you to come in here. I got a surprise for you.
What is it, Lammy?
It's your birthday surprise. Come here, Mom.
All right. I'm coming. What do you want to show me? What's all this?
Come here, Mom. Come here, I want to show you something. Guess what we're going to make today, Mom? We're going to make you sheep cupcakes.
Sheep cupcakes?
Yeah, they're adorable, Mom. And I'm going to tell you what to do and how to make. I went out with Grammy and I got the supplies for you, see?
Oh, wow. This is going to make sheep cupcakes?
Absolutely. Okay, guys, so let's get started. I'm going to get out of the way and I'm going to read the instructions and tell you what to do, okay, Mom?
All right.
So here's the supplies you're going to need. You're going to need 1 box of cake mix, whatever kind, chocolate, white, yellow, whatever you want. Next, you're going to need icing. You can either make your own icing or get a tub of icing like we have here. For decorating, to make them into sheep, you're going to need mini marshmallows. To make the face, ears, and tail, you're going to need something kind of roundish. You can use dots, you can use black gumdrops that are flattened, or what we're using here is chocolate covered walnuts that are kind of a good, nice, round, kind of flat shape. You're also going to need black licorice that you're going to cut up into little slivers to make the ears and tail. Other supplies you're going to need is a cupcake or muffin tin, the baking cup papers for the cupcakes, 3 egg whites, a measuring cup, a bowl to mix it all in, a mixer or a large spoon, and oil. We're going to be using coconut oil instead of vegetable oil because coconut oil is healthier for you. Okay, guys, first things first, we have to mix together the cake mix, egg whites, oil, and water into this pan. To put the papers inside the cupcake tins. Now, we've used these before, that's the reason they're a little dirty, but we're just going to reuse them. The pans are filled with the cupcake papers. Now we need to preheat the oven. We are currently preheating the oven to 325 degrees, and they will cook for 20 minutes. So now, while the oven is preheating, we have to put the cake mix into the cake pans. Thanks for all your help, Mom. I know that these cupcakes are for your birthday, but I appreciate you helping me make them for you.
It's okay, Lammy. I know that this kind of stuff is hard for you, so I don't have a problem doing it. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to fill these all up. I'm not going to make you watch me fill all of them, and we'll be right back.
Okay, guys, so the cups are all filled up. All right, see them? And we're gonna pop them in the oven for 20 minutes and we'll be back when that's done. And then we're gonna start decorating. Now, I don't think we have enough time and supplies to decorate all of these to look like sheep, but we'll do a couple, I think, just so Mom gets the idea. Okay, all right, let's put them in the oven.
Alright, I'm going to test them one more time. Yep, toothpick came out clean, which means they're done. And remember guys, always have your parents help when using the stove or anything in the kitchen.
Okay guys, so the cupcakes are out of the oven and they are done, but we have to wait until they cool down before we put the decorations on them. So yeah, that could be a little bit. So we'll be back when they're cooled off. Okay everybody, so the cupcakes are cool and we have one of them right here, and we're just gonna do one for now just so you can see how they're decorated. And yeah, so we're gonna get started. This is the fun part, guys.
So before you can do anything, you need to do the icing part first. And also, like we mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can do whatever flavors you want for these cupcakes. They don't have to be white, simply because the marshmallows acts like the wool of a lamb or a sheep. So everything underneath doesn't have to be white if you don't want it to be. So we are going to start with this. We decided to get buttercream frosting as a special treat for my birthday. So we have this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put the icing on like you would a regular cupcake, like that, right around the edges. All right, now the only difference is with these cupcakes is we are also going to put a mound of icing. Now see how that's kind of flat across here? We're going to be putting a mound of icing right here in the middle because it needs to be taller. So we're gonna go like this. So see how it puffs up and it's like a mound? See how it's tall now? That's the kind of thing we're going for to make it taller, so our sheep is taller. And you can add as much icing as you feel you need to get that height. So that's all I'm going to put, but see how much taller it is now? You can push it around. That is what we're going to be doing. So let me move this icing out of the way. What's the instructions say next, Lammy, after I do the icing? Because you're the one that found this recipe.
Well, what it says, Mom, is that you have to put the mini marshmallows next, kind of like it's the wool.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's easy enough. I can do that part. That's no big deal. So let's get us some marshmallows out of this bag. Okay, I'm just going to lay them on the plate right here so I can work with them. And then we're just going to take the marshmallows and line them around the edges, and they're going to stick. Let me pull it to the camera. They're going to stick like this onto the icing, see? Can you see that? See how they're sticking? So what you're basically creating here is you're creating the wool, like this is like the body of the sheep or lamb, whichever you want to call them. It's the same animal, one's just a baby and one's an adult. We're going to go around here and we're going to put this on here. So I'm going to do this really quick and then we'll go to the next step. Alright, so there is the body, and it's okay if a little bit of the icing is sticking through, that's perfectly fine. So now we're going to go on to the next step, which will be creating the head. Alright guys, so what I did is I took one of the marshmallows and moved it over because you kind of want to have a spot of icing by itself. So that way what you can do is take your candy that's going to be for the head and kind of squish it in there. So see, that's going to be the face of our sheep or lamb, whichever you'd like to call it. You can use all sorts of different things. You can use gumdrops, which look like Dots candy, and just flatten them. You can use black gumdrops. You can use pink gumdrops. We have a chocolate covered walnut here, so it's kind of round and a little bit flat, so that way it creates a nice face. So you can use whatever, you get creative and use whatever you think will work. So we're just going to add a bit more icing on top of the existing marshmallows, and it's okay if you get icing on the piece of candy or whatever you're using for a face. You can just wipe it off. But this is what we're going to be doing here to create kind of like a round sheep face. There we go. So see, it's just a little bit more round now. So that's kind of like the head. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to do some ears. So basically what we're doing is taking small pieces of black licorice and we cut off the ends of them to make these little thin slivers. See how thin that is? And we are going to stick that down in the icing to get some icing on the tip of it, and then we're just going to stick it on. So these are pretty much trying to represent So these represent the ears of the sheep, and they just go on like that, see? So now it looks like the sheep has little ears. Okay guys, so there's the sheep with the little licorice ears attached, and there's different things that you could do for the eyes. The eyes, you could use sprinkles, you could put just little globs of icing there. They also have these little candies at the store in like the baking aisle that looks like eyeballs. The ones that Lammy and Grammy saw were a little too big for the head of this, so we didn't think that they would work. So what I'm going to be using, just for fun, is I'm going to be using these tiny little flowers. I've used these before in some of our videos when we do in the spring. So she's just going to have little eyes that look like little flowers, and she needs some eyeballs. So we just put a little bit of icing on the back and then pop it onto the front like that, and she's just gonna have little eyeballs, and then you can just wipe off any excess icing that you may get on there. And then these come, I mean, I have these in pink and orange and all these other colors, but I'm just gonna use white for the sake of the video. And now I'm gonna do the tail. So the tail is just another piece of that licorice that I mentioned earlier. I'm gonna dip that down in the icing, and then I'm gonna stick that on the back. Where do I wanna put it? I think it would be cute right here, because you know how some lambs have little black ears and tails. So there is her little tail, very cute. And if you wanted to get creative, I'm sure you could get like other kinds of icing, the icing in the tube, and you could draw a face. You could decorate these however you wanted. Hey Lamby, you gotta come take a look at this now that we're done.
Okay, guys, you can't tell me that that is not adorable. Tell me that's not adorable. Look at it. It kind of looks like me a little bit. Anyway, guys, we're going to make one more so that way Mom and I each have one. And, yeah, aren't they sweet, guys? We just thought this was a very creative thing to do to a cupcake, is make a little lamb sheep thing out of it. So we're going to have these for Mom's birthday. So anyway, guys, let's make one more. All right, guys, so we have a candle lit for Mom to blow these out. And so yeah, it's a little happy birthday thing. And what we did is we added little pink noses to them. You see the little pink noses? Aren't they sweet? All right, guys, so everybody join in with me. We're going to sing happy birthday to Mom. Yeah, and you guys can say Mom or Marissa, whatever you want to say in the video, but we got to get her to blow this candle out, guys. All right. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marissa or Mom. Happy birthday to you. All right, guys, thanks for singing along. Mom, make a wish and blow out that candle.
All right, I made my wish.
Uh-oh, you didn't get it, Mom. Get it.
Is this one of those trick candles that won't go out?
I don't know. I didn't put it there.
Yes, you did. I think this is one of those trick ones.
Maybe not. Try again. Haha, you won. You got it. Hope your wish comes true. Anyway, guys, be sure to wish my mom a happy birthday in the comments below. And yeah, if you like my videos, remember to subscribe. It's completely free. And we will see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, and let me know if you decide to make cupcakes like these. Aren't they sweet? Now I'm in cupcake form. I've been in cake form, pizza form, now cupcakes. I gotta figure out what else I can make to make it look like me. Haha, Lammy themed food. That's awesome. All right, guys, I will talk to you next time. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.